Good morning from Coffee War. This is one of those places here in Pattaya, Thailand that I always tell people to come visit because of how incredibly cool this place is. It's basically a bunch of airplanes that have been converted into coffee shops and has a ton of like America memorabilia. And you can even go into the pilot's area. Look at how cool all this stuff is. You can come in here and press buttons and play with switches and do all the stuff that you should definitely not do on a real airplane. But this morning, we are having cars and coffee, Pattaya, at Coffee War. And it just takes this place to a whole nother level. So today, I'm gonna be giving you a tour of Pattaya Cars and Coffee. And this is something that does not happen that often. So when it does happen, everybody that is a car enthusiast comes out and displays some of Pattaya's sickest car builds. Japanese, European, and American. Unfortunately, my Evo is in the garage and my BMW E30 is in the garage. So I brought my motorbike, which I will show to you soon. Speaking of BMW E30s, this one is pretty sweet. It is also powered by a V8, but this one is a UZ. The Toyota V8 is basically like Thailand's LS. They put this Toyota V8 in anything and everything that you can think of. But yeah, even when we're not having cars and coffee, I always tell people, if you're in Pattaya, to come to Coffee War just because of how much cool stuff there is at this coffee shop. Like, look at this. It's basically like a lot of stuff that was left over from the Vietnam War. There's so much, like I've said it before, so much like Americana in this country. Here is my ride. All cleaned up, looking blingy blingy. My Yamaha X-Max. Yeah, buddy. It's not cars and coffee. It's motorbike and coffee for me this morning. But it's all part of the game. As I was rolling in, I saw my friend with his RX-7. Representing CB. Yeah, buddy. He was rolling in. And I did a Ricer flyby on him with my X-Max. I thought it was awfully funny. I am still 100% a Ricer. Another beautiful RE FD RX-7. It's a nice Boxster. You know, in the US, these cars, for the money, it's very difficult to beat these like first-gen Boxsters these days because it's a mid-engine Porsche with a great chassis, manual transmission, naturally aspirated. For like a track car or a mountain car, it's such a great buy. But here in Thailand, unfortunately, they're still insanely expensive. We're talking about almost $100,000 for that thing still here. But what is a great deal is these things. And I love this Benz. I've seen this Benz around for a couple years, and man, this thing is just so freaking cool. The blue with the white top with the white interior, I love this thing. Couple R32s. You know, the R32s have, you know, this is a car that's gone up in price in the US as well. But still, man, these things here are just, I've come to the terms with the fact that I don't think I'm ever going to own a Skyline just because the pricing has just gotten out of control. You know, these things here now are $200,000. $200,000 for an R32. It's crazy. This is a very nice S13. So, eventually one day I would like to own one of these. You know, I think these are kind of plateaued on price, and you can still get one of these here in Thailand, like a really nice one, fully restored, big turbo, You know, a nice one like this, you can buy one of these here for about 30,000 US dollars, which is kind of expensive, but I mean, shit, they sell for that in the US these days. The legendary Mark IV Supra, like my logistic dream car. Look at all this. Isn't this just so cool? This isn't just such a cool location. And like you have all these, good morning. Like you have like the legitimate, like.
Today, Moto.
Moto and coffee, not cars and coffee. All cars broken. It's okay. Yeah, they have like plane seats. Look, the plane seats have, look at this. It's broken, but that's an ashtray. When's the last time you sat in a plane seat and seen an ashtray? Yeah, it's just such a cool location to have cars and coffee. And like, this is not here for cars and coffee. This is permanently parked here because again, like I said, there's just like, I don't know what it is about this place and Thailand in general. There's like so much leftover cool stuff from the war. Hello. The kids in the back of the van are waving. It's an interesting Alfred van. Beautiful Evo 3 Z. Ah, here comes my friend and his E30. Good morning. I rode my motorbike. Moto and coffee.
Oh, really?
Moto and coffee. So, garage. Yeah, both Evo and E30 are both in the garage. Beautiful. I love his E30. It's super, super clean. Has the Jägermeister livery on it. And it's like that ultra wide, almost M3 look. And this car also has a Toyota V8. Hello. Oh, you are so cute. You are going to be a YouTube star. Everybody is going to love you on YouTube. If you like the puppy, leave a comment saying you like the puppy. I know. You are so cute. Now my hand is covered in puppy slobber. Yeah, this car is super, super nice. And yes, it is on air ride. He also has a very clean E36 coupe, which E36 coupes here are very rare. And his E36 coupe is also a V8, but it is an LS1. An LS1 in Thailand. Now that is very, very rare. Like, dude, look at this. How cool is this thing? Like, all of this stuff that you see here, all of this like army stuff is always here. It's permanently here. This is, obviously, this was not driven here for cars and coffee. See, you have another plane there. Like, what the hell? Did they have a sale? Like, did they have a sale on airplanes or something? Such a cool location. Like I said, this is a place that you should definitely put on your bucket list if you come to Pattaya. Just to come, have coffee, and check the place out. This is not normal here. You know, the S15 is a car that I think at this point, the prices on these cars have gone up so much in the US, you might be able to buy one of these cheaper here than back home in the US. I've seen these cars listed for sale back in the US for, I mean, at this point, you know, 60, 70,000 US dollars. I think possibly you can buy one cheaper here than back in the US. Really, really nice Z33 on Volks with the Gretty big brake kit. That's a nice car. I really like this Z33 as well. The OEM Plus style, and I love the color. But I don't know if you guys can see it. The problem with these Zs here in Thailand is almost all of them are automatics. I don't understand why. Like, I'm not joking. I would say 90% of the Zs, as far as Z33 and Z34s, are all automatics. I don't get it. I don't get it why. I love this car. Love this 33. That thing is beautiful. Another really nice red Z33. Let's see if this one's an automatic or not. Automatic. For those that don't know, I'm a big Z guy. I owned two 350Zs. I owned a Redline Red 2004 track edition, like when it was almost brand new. I paid like $25,000 for that car. Then I had a Silverstone Z, another Z33 that I turned into a dedicated track car. And I did like 50 plus track days in that car. It was gutted, roll cage. Like it was, I did still drive it on the street, especially like up to the Tail of the Dragon and stuff. But it was mostly a track car. And then I had a Nismo 370Z. So I am a big Z guy. Pretty nice. Okay, so I think our plan is we're gonna walk around over here, because over here there's a bunch of really nice, like stuff from the war, like leftover stuff from the war that's very interesting that you would never expect to see in Thailand. And then we'll make it to the other side of the parking lot. So this is pretty cool. I saw this when I came in. This is a Skyline R30, and it is very clean. I love the color. And I love the Watanabes on it. It's a really nice car. But yeah, look at this place. You notice how all the Thai people are hiding in the shade. Good morning. Like, there's just so much cool stuff here. You know, if you're one of the type of people that are like, you do like thrifting, like you do like you want to go buy like old retro stuff, you will be in heaven here. Because there's just like so much like random like stuff from like the 70s and 80s. Like if you're just a collector of old shit, oh my God. Vinyls. Look at all this. Old dusty phones. Oh my God. Yeah, there's just like so much stuff here. What the hell is this, guys? Some type of like gas mask type of thing. Oh my God, you would not believe how heavy this helmet is. Like, yeah. It's just a bunch of very cool old stuff from like the 70s and that really like from the 50s all the way up to like the 80s. Oh my God. Who had one of these when you were a kid? The spotlight. Look at that thing. Look how cool that spotlight is. Like, you know you want to buy that and make something awesome out of this. Mark IV Super rolling in. Very nice. Look at this. It's like an old barber's chair. How cool is that? I'm telling you guys, there's like, it's not like a cot from the arm. Look at all those machetes. Bro, I kind of want to buy some stuff here. jackets. Yeah, how cool is this? Case full of knives. Old record player. Like, this goes so deep. Like, the amount of stuff that's in here. If I showed you guys everything, we'd be here for a very long time. I've never once done this before. I've never typed on a typewriter like this. CHAD. This stuff is so freaking cool. It's been a while since I've been here. I haven't been to this coffee war thing in a very, very long time. I don't know what I'm doing. Look at these fuel tanks, these old fuel tanks. That's not plastic. McDonald's, the American way. Wow. Man, guys, if you are like a picker, you could come here and clean up with the amount of stuff that you would find here. Okay, so let's check out some of these cool vehicles that are always, like I said, all these vehicles right here, we're gonna check these out. These are always here. You can rock up here, you know, just on a random Wednesday, and you can check out these old fire trucks and these army jeeps and stuff like that. Today, all the cool JDM cars, it's just, you know, cars and coffee. You know, there's a lot of these army jeeps for sale here in Thailand. There's actually a place here in Pattaya that sells them. I need to go there and make a video at one point and check out the cost of them. So this is an old Thai fire truck. See, Isuzu. And then you can see what the decals were here that's in the Thai language. So that's pretty cool. It's an old fire truck. I wonder if it's open. Is it open? No, it's not open. But you have all the switches and stuff here. It's pretty cool. I don't know from like what year that's from, but it's pretty cool. Look at this guy. U.S. Marshals. Yeah, you know, this is one of those things that, you know, a lot of people have this like thing in their head about what Pattaya is. You know, it's just, you know, Thailand's red light district. But there's so much stuff like this here. There's so much like just cool stuff to do here that, you know, that's not really true. You know, there's a lot more to Pattaya outside of Walking Street and Soi Buakhao and Soi 6. These seats trip me out. Like, I love this. Like, how cool would this be to have this like chilling on your as your like patio furniture? How cool. Hello, good morning. Little Thai girl was like, oh my God, that giant white guy. What is this thing, dude? What is that? Somebody help me out. What the hell is this thing? I am so confused. That looks, is that Chinese? Yeah, look at this. Stuff like this. So much cool stuff here. This is, what is this? A German taxi? Yeah, guys, this is one of those places you got to come check this out. Even when we're not having cars and coffee, it's such a cool place. Somebody has a dead battery. Look at this thing. Good morning. What's up, dude? Hey, dude. Sweaty cup? Thai kids are totally obsessed with their iPads. Hey, dude. Yo. The future generation is so screwed. They're so addicted to their iPads and their phones. They're screwed. Here and abroad. Super, super clean first gen CRV. I love these CRVs. Back in the US, I actually owned like 10 of these CRVs. It was like a side hustle. I would buy these, and if you know anything about these CRVs, most of the time their bumpers are not painted like this. Their bumpers are like, it's the same material here, that black color, and they fade really, really bad. Like all these bumpers fade really, really bad. So what I would do, this is, I'm putting y'all on some game here to make a little bit of money. Buy these CRVs that the headlights are messed up, all the bumpers are faded really bad, and use back to black and just clean them up and buy a set of $30 headlights off of eBay or Amazon, put them on there, and then sell the car for $1,000 more than what you bought it for. I would buy like one a month and make like an extra $1,000 a month just buying those and fixing all the faded black trim, putting new headlights on it, detailing it, and then reselling it. How cool is this place? What an epic place for a car meet. I totally missed this. What is going on here? What is this thing? It's obviously a fire truck, but I don't know from where or what generation. But that thing is sweet. I'm pretty sure that every one of these planes is a coffee shop. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know. Let's go take a look. You guys want to take a look? I bet you do. Good morning. I just go look. What is going on here? Look at that. Okay. So I guess it's not a coffee shop. Huh. Nice. So I guess it's not a coffee shop. I guess it's just a normal plane that's been fully restored. The one that we started at, the one that actually says Coffee War on it, that is a coffee shop. Such a cool place for a car meet. They need to do this more often. That I know of, this is the first time we've had a Cars and Coffee here. But it just makes so much sense. Super cool US Army helicopter. But also, check out the EG. Look at this EG rocking the OEM hubcaps. Wow, that thing is freaking clean, dude. But yeah, the helicopter is dope. Another EG here with a case swap. Gotta love the K-Series, man. Got to love the K-Series. Obviously, the Honda crew is out in full effect with some really nice Hondas. Speaking of K-swaps, oh, peek up, can I see? Sawadi Cup. Look at that. With the K24. Oh, really? Oh my God. Bro, talk about a sleeper. Look at this thing. Can you imagine rolling down the highway in my Evo and this thing rolls up on you and dusts you? That thing is sick. That is such a sleeper. I saw these guys when we were rolling in, and these things are so interesting because I sound like a broken record. I can't tell you how many times I've said this, but I love, one of my favorite things about traveling the world as a car guy is seeing stuff like this. Like cars, these are all Hondas, but like it's a Honda that we never got in the US. So it's called a Honda Stream. And it's just, it's crazy to me that you could go to a place and you see a car that's made by such a popular manufacturer like Honda, and then you have no idea what the hell it is. Thank you guys, Couple Cop. Well guys, that was my tour of Cars and Coffee here at Coffee War in Pattaya, Thailand. Make sure to put this place on your Thailand bucket list. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in another one very soon. Peace.